Welcome to Lesson 3, Reading and Writing Equations. So in previous lessons, we've spoken about expressions. So just to reiterate, an expression does not have an equal sign. So for example, 2x plus 1 is an algebraic expression. Now, we cannot solve these algebraic expressions unless we are given a variable. So if we were told that x equals to 3, then we can go ahead and solve this expression by substituting the 3 into x. Algebraic equations, on the other hand, do contain an equal sign. So an example of one would be the following. 2x plus 1 equals to 7. Here, we must solve for the unknown variable. We do not know what x is, but we know that this expression equals to 7. Therefore, when an expression is equal to a number, we call this an algebraic equation. So using this example right here, 2x plus 1 equals to 7, or you can say it as 1 more than 2 times a number equals to 7, we have an actual value for our variable. So here, we chose any number we wanted to represent our variable. But here, 2 times a specific number that we don't know, and that's why it's called our variable, plus 1 will give us 7. So in order to solve this, we can use various methods. The first one we can use is guess and check. So we know that 2 times a number, so let's say for example 1, plus 1 will give us 7. Well, let's check ourselves. 2 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Nope, that does not give us 7. Let's try 2. 2 times 2 plus 1, will that give us 7? Well, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. That does not give us 7. Let's try 3. 2 times 3 plus 1, does that give us 7? Well, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Therefore, in this case, our unknown variable x must equal 3. In this part of the lesson, we're going to learn how to write equations from sentences. So here's the sentence. 5 more than a number is 20. So the first step is we need to choose a letter to represent our variable. Well, what we don't know here is what number, so we can let that be our variable. So we will begin by writing our statement. Let n represent the number. And this should look familiar from the previous lesson that we've done. Okay. The second step here is to write an algebraic expression to represent the relationship. So remember that algebraic expressions do not have equal signs. So the way we would write this is 5 more than a number. We would write n plus 5 to represent 5 more than a number. The last step is to put an equal sign between the expression to turn this into an equation. So what we're missing here is the is 20. So we have 5 more than a number is 20. So we need to put an equal sign between this and this in order to turn it into an equation. So the way we would write it is n plus 5 equals 20. So this is our algebraic equation. If you wanted to go ahead and solve this algebraic equation, you need to ask yourself, what number plus 5 can give me 20? Well, you should know that 15 plus 5 will give me 20. And therefore, n, which is our variable, must be 15. So let's try another question. This time it's a word problem, and what we're going to do is change this word problem into an equation. So let's read the question. Lisa bought 4 notebooks. all 4 notebooks had the same price. The total cost was $20. What was the cost of 1 notebook? So again, let's follow these 3 steps in order to write our equation. So the first thing we need to do is choose a letter to describe our variable. Well, we know the cost of the notebooks are all the same, so let's let our variable be cost. So we can represent this as let C represent cost. The second thing we need to do is write an algebraic expression. So what we do know is that she bought 4 notebooks and they were all the same price. So our expression can be 4 notebooks and they all cost the same price. So 4C, or 4 times C. And the last step we need to do is write an algebraic expression with an equal sign. Well, we can write down what we know. So we know she bought 4 notebooks and they all cost the same. And we know the total cost of the notebook was $20. And this is our algebraic equation. So now we can look at this equation as 4 notebooks times an unknown cost will give us $20. Well, in order to solve this equation over here, if you have your multiplications table memorized, you will know that 4 times 5 will give us 20. Therefore, C, which is our variable, must be 5. And to answer the question, what is the cost of 1 notebook? Well, the cost of 1 notebook is $5. So your ticket in the door for tomorrow is to write an algebraic equation for each of the sentences, just like we've been doing throughout this module. You do not need to solve these equations, you just need to simply write the sentence for each. But if you would like to solve these equations and take initiative, then you're more than welcome to do so. Please don't forget to write these equations into your notebook with the answer beside, and we will take them up tomorrow as a class.